see you today.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Should I put this down a little bit? Yes, definitely. Yeah,
Look at Ian.
there he is.
He's
Ian's
huge,
on
yeah.
display, isn't he?
I'm going to keep my face like this the whole life. Just like that.
No, you're not.
Not what I see for me.
All right, Jim, Todney, and Sonny
Right.
from Logan, who's just been here.
No, Low Pond 12.
Oh, I thought it was Logan.
That's why I read comments.
I can't read.
MTB with Sonny.
Is that?
Like that, use that for my rotors to sort of show you. So this is the Booicore live show, MTB shed show. Booicore is a company. What sponsors it like in it? And they basically do towels, those changing robe towels.
Yeah, the ones that you can climb inside.
Yes.
And change all your clothes.
Yes.
They are really good.
They are amazing.
Yeah. And winter's coming, so even better.
Yeah.
They do t-shirts.
Joel put the t-shirt up behind us last time. Let's do it again. Never thought of that.
T-shirts, kit bags, caps. You're wearing a cap now.
I have to wear a cap.
Nice and iron cap.
There you go. That's one of the t-shirts.
How was the Southern Enduro? Very good. When did my vlog come out from?
Don't know actually. Have I got one after the Landegler one? It might be in a couple of days, or it might be in 5 days. One or the other.
Skingles, hello.
The Southern Enduro was lots of fun, and it's a shame Sonny didn't come and do it.
Because I would have won.
Why didn't you come and do it? I can't remember.
I went.
Oh, you went. You riding with Neil?
Yeah, when I did all the secret stuff up at Lancaster.
What are you drinking, Jim? I'm drinking rum and cork, and I can't remember what rum it is as usual. Do you remember
Gin and tonic.
No, I don't.
This is the last bit of last week's rum and coke, and then I shall be joining Sonny on gin and tonics.
Gin and tonic. And
cheers.
Cocoa and all.
I did have a Diet Coke, but I finished it whilst we were waiting for it to start.
Jim, you skipped the biggest jumps at Degler, Tyler Morris. Didn't know that, but I'm going to be going back. And
no, you didn't.
Apparently, the top of the beeline they're bigger. Someone did actually say that?
Yeah, because we
you came with me because I was a loser. We went the easy way.
No, we went instead of doing that on the boardwalk. We just did that bit, didn't we? After went in the woods at the top.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'd rather do that twice and go in the woods at the top than go all the way around and have to do that climb, because there's an easier climb back up to where we went in the woods if you got the fire track, and you'll get more riding in.
Ruben's asked if we're doing the next Southern Enduro.
Might do. Yeah. I'm looking closely because I want to race e-bike or ride e-bike. I'm looking closely at these races where. If it's like, I mean, I was looking at, did you look at the stages of the, what Paul Hunt's race is called? Pedal Lounge.
Pedal Lounge, yeah.
They showed them on the media, right? They look completely either flat or just featureless. And there, if you didn't have a chipped e-bike in the e-bike category, forget it. You'll get absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think he minds, does he?
No, they're
like,
most of them are chipped there.
He's
up
for anything.
That's up to them. I'm not going to judge, but I don't want to chip mine. So
I know that if you ride a chipped one at the mini enduro,
you're out.
You're out.
They'll have you as well. They look on the. They do it with their live timings in between sections.
I think I send Dave Roberts out as well, because he's the quickest.
So we will be doing that next one way or another. If I don't think I want to race it, what I'll do is I'll follow Todd around and make a documentary of him racing it on his head-on cycle. Thank you very much, Rob Robinson. Very much appreciated, mate.
Christopher Jones, evening lads, watching this from my 12-year-old Will. Hello, Christopher. Hello, Will.
George Jones. George Jones, I would do a collab with Harry Main. I mean, why wouldn't you? The bloke's got like ridiculous amount of subscribers. But when I tried to get in touch with him, he didn't get back to me. So that was that. Might still happen though.
Jim, you've gone soft.
Why?
Look what Lee Jones has put.
Is he?
Yeah.
Have you gone soft riding an e-bike?
You say that in 5 years, mate, you'll be on one. I
Jay-
guarantee it.
Jay Young, really interested in listening to Jim talk about short travel trail bikes and how a lot of people overbike. Just ordered the new orange stage Evo as a result. Cheers, Jim.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yes.
And orange. I think orange looking really nice this year.
The state is that it's the switch, isn't it? That's the mullet one.
Still like the single pivot, but I think it's got a good shock on the back. That matters, does it?
Yeah. Well, been there, done that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Evening, how's the knee? I've had more therapy. I'm not really worried.
He's what?
Are you wearing? Yeah. Careful what you pull down there, sunshine.
Yeah, I'll be careful. But I've had some treatment with Michelle Bowen. She did comment a minute ago.
Lovely. We've just put her IGTV movie up.
I've got some.
Been giving himself love bites again, I know, with the Henry the Hoover.
Tape on
Broken the new bike yet, Sonny? From Chris Maltby.
No, and I have done, I've done some quite heavy stuff on it.
Is it cold?
We'll find out when we, because I'll have some new suspension next week, and I'll try and do a bit more stuff on it.
We've spent half a day here today in my shed, Sonny and I, and Sonny has been building, swapping bits over. He's got the e-bike started, putting some nice bits on there, Öhlins, decent tyres, better dropper, and then your trail bike, you've changed a few bits on that.
Yeah, put some WTBs on it.
I know yours isn't a trail bike, yours is an
Yeah.
enduro
It's
bike.
an enduro bike, yeah, but it's like, it's on the fence and it trail enduro bike really. It's light enough for trail
That went down the wrong way.
and long enough for enduro really for me.
Ruben, what bike's Sonny on at the moment? You're on a Cannondale.
I'm on a Cannondale Jekyll, but when my suspension arrives,
We
I
need to show
will
you a hardtail frame.
I will be building up the Stanton back up because Jim wants to do some uplifting.
So this is his Pace hardtail frame, and Sonny's had it sprayed by a place that sprays what do you call it?
Basically, it's called Stericoat, and it's used on guns, missiles, and tanks.
It's like a real matte.
pretty much
It's lovely.
indestructible.
I love the feel of it.
Purely because it's that thin that it won't chip.
cool,
You can
isn't
get
it?
it in quite a few different colours. And
What honestly do?
it's my old race bike from 4 years ago. So I'm just going to build it up as a winter hacker. And that's it really.
What else can we show him? Shall I show him my frame?
Yeah.
Okay, keep talking, answer some questions. I will get on
Rebecca
knocking stuff.
Waring, Corona Golf.
Yeah,
Tuck and Roll TV.
less of it, Becky.
Sonny saw you on Canet the other day. Didn't touch the e-bike until after your 50th. Blew my truck out on the old bed just after I saw you guys.
Well, I would show him. Oh, it's the keys. Everything's locked up on here. I'm sure we missed
You
a
got
few.
Corona cough?
I was just coughing because I choked on
Was
my
ya?
drink.
I didn't even notice you coughing. Rob Robinson, I can't afford an e-bike, but with a hard telly by work on my easiest soft-foot tracks, would you need a full /1?
Yeah, probably would on that.
Any e-bike will work as long as you charge a battery. No, to be fair, about 4 years ago, I had a blast around Cannock Chase car park on a e-bike, fat bike hardtail, and that was amazing.
Right, so bear in mind, this was a bare frame a week ago, and the rebuild is back on. Here we go. The new look. So we got all
This is the
red.
crane.
We've got all red components this time to go with the yellow. I got some new wheels coming from MV. The suspension, Öhlins, is being done on Monday. So as of next week, this is my uplift bike, and it's going to be wicked. Just in time for us Tell them what we're doing next weekend. The weekend after, Sonny.
Oh yeah.
Just
It's my birthday.
How old
In
are
2
you?
weeks. I'm 50. Fucking 50. Right.
It's horrible. It's
I'm an
horrible.
old
thought, isn't it?
codger in a couple of weeks' time. I don't need a hair transplant like Jim, but I have got moobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going up Scotland.
Yeah. We're going to
Do some,
with some mates.
Yeah, meet some friends up there and do adrenaline uplift. We're gonna do a whole day e-biking. A good group of us, and Saturday we're just going to use our legs, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, Jim
you
is.
are, I'm not.
Jim's staying on the battery, you know.
Fraser McCormick, can I have you guys rear shocks off your Cannondale bikes?
Yeah, I'll send them. Yeah.
If you
If you
buy
can
them.
send me your address within 2 seconds, they're free. 1, 2. Sorry, too late.
No, no.
I've actually had my coil re-extended off my Cannondale.
You've done a lot of
Like
bike
his
switching
Willow.
recently.
Yeah, I wish to go onto the Stanton. And do you want to see my black habit? All right then.
Is Dan still grounded?
This is one day when he didn't come on, we said he was grounded. No, he's been
Oh,
around
for God's sake, everything's locked up.
today.
Okay, I'm not
Nice
showing
and
you.
fish
Not
up.
showing you that. Basically, it's a
Yo-yo.
bare frame. It's a
Yo-yo,
frame on
yo-yo.
its
Todd,
own.
do you want any of this curry from mom? Nah, I'm alright.
I do. I'm starving.
Um,
Do you want the curry in here? Should we eat some
George
curry?
Jones, Cleaver Busnut,
Caliber.
whatever it is. Yeah,
They
decent bike. The 29er. I mean, if you watch that young lad on them, I've seen him on videos on the Calibra.
Mm.
Mind you, he could probably ride anything.
Mm. Lewis Buchanan collab. I've spoken to Lewis and we're going to meet him up Scotland. He's going to come and see us. He lives in Inners, Sonny.
Huh?
Lewis lives in Innerleithen and he's going to come and meet us for a ride.
That's it. And I'll have to show him how to ride when I.
Yeah. He's sound.
Todd, do you want any of this curry?
I already read that.
Todd, we can go up to Scotland when we know you can do a big ride without your knee going wrong.
True.
Basically.
Coil, Mason Fisher, coil shock feels. I mean, so I rode it today. What, just for the shock?
Was
How do you
that
ride a shock?
was that an Olin's, Mason? Were you going to slate them on your social media again? Very bad. Very bad. Very bad practice. Welcome to the 50 Club, Sonny. Nice one. Yeah. How do you say that
Who's that?
name? Ian? Ian?
Ian.
Ian? Yeah, Ian.
Stoner.
Yeah, I've got a full 6 months, is it? Something like
Sonny
that.
versus Lewis.
So in a bloody
Lewis
race.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Just-
not for versing anybody, really.
This is
At
Alex
my
Duggan. Any recommendations for somewhere to ride tomorrow in the Shropshire area? Was meant to be heading Hopton, but my riding companion has dropped out, so fancy somewhere closer to home.
Justin
I think that
Sibley's
means. Can you open the door for us,
asked
please?
if we've seen Duncan Shores in the Eastridge River Gap. I didn't even know that Duncan Shores.
We're meant to be answering a question here, Rodney. Thank you, darling. Look at that. Oh.
Ian's sick.
Where can you ride in Shropshire tomorrow? Try. So you want to just go to Eastridge, I suppose. There you go. Easy answer, Eastridge. Sonny, looking like Jesse James. Happy birthday. You stop riding Cannock Chase now, Sonny. Surprised I ain't seen you there.
Chris
Um,
Kyle was at Eastridge.
No, I've just got like too much work on at the minute, and any spare time I get, I'd rather ride something further afield. It's just like when, and I'm not working in that area, so it's a shame really because I do like Cannock. I was up there the other day. I rode from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 8 o'clock at night.
Mm.
So I think that's made up my monthly quota.
You didn't Strava it, did you? So you don't know how far you
I
are.
don't Strava anymore.
No.
The secret squirrel. I'm going to make a comeback for next year. No one can look at my times.
Next subscriber ride from Truck and Roll TV. A while yet, mate. Is
Truck and
that's what I said.
it's tuck and roll.
Exactly.
Can I
Yeah.
have a number, please?
There you go.
Vortex, lads.
Next subscriber ride will be a while yet. If I did a vlog with a subscriber ride right now, I'd get absolutely hammered for it.
I had my frame painted by a friend of mine on Facebook called Harry Bradley.
Mm.
If you'd like to contact him on private message. He owns a motocross wheel company in Coleshill, Warwickshire.
Is he?
All
What do you
fancy-
charge you for that?
Charged me mates rates. It was 60 quid.
Yeah.
Might be
How
another
much
20.
So-
Something like that.
Mm.
And you just take it to him in any
Did
condition.
you prep it for it?
No. All the
Really?
stickers are on it.
Did he
Bits of invisible was
sandblast
on
it?
it. Yeah, they soda blast them now, which is like a very fine
Drink.
sandblasting will pit it that much inside where your bottom bracket in your headset goes in that it'll start rusting.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So that'd blow the rust proofing off, would it?
yeah,
Is the rust proofing just surface then, is it?
yeah. It's just surface. Yeah, because Dan Stanton has all them frame blacked.
Yeah.
down there. That's just
What other questions we got, Rodnington?
Scott MTB. Jim, are you wanting amazing Hero 9 settings? I can send you them on Insta because the factory ones are rubbish.
Yes, please, I do. That'd be awesome. I got a few off Rob Rising MTB, but they were for shooting in 4K, and I can't shoot in 4K because I can't edit 4K. So if you can send them to be done in 2.7K, that'd be absolutely perfect. My editing suite, Sony Vegas, shats itself if I put 4K stuff in it, and it just like fails, doesn't it? And makes a funny noise.
Yeah. We've
Right.
got we have got Premiere Pro though.
Yeah, I don't know how to work it. Someone passed Jim a shovel. That's how I eat. That's how I roll. That's what you meant to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
If Coop was here, he'd have eaten by now, wouldn't
a bit both of them.
he? Yeah.
Is he watching?
No. Is this an
Is
E
it-
curry from Botley
Coop-
Bad Boy? It certainly is. Full of
Coop
E's.
needs a widescreen.
Mum, if you're watching, please may you make me some toast, please.
Please may you? Please can you? No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Toasted
That's an
bars.
eco.
Oh, so someone's watching tonight who's set up this pinned TV
There's a
Yeah,
fan page.
fan page.
I'm sure it's one of my mates, but I don't know who. Because I checked Logan's phone, he's not logged into any of them. I checked Daniel's.
No, I think it's-
So, yeah. Jim, is that an e-curry?
I've already read that.
Have
read
ya?
that.
Well,
I've read that.
from the 90s, an e-curry would have been nice.
Yeah, we won't be staying in though, will we?
No, would have been out all night and all day. Next day, the next
Where
day.
is
the
your
next
curry?
day.
Why haven't you eaten, Tony?
Because
Turn your
I
ringtone's ringing
it's
off.
your phone.
Oops.
Get off your phone, Todd.
Pin TV fan page.
Thanks, Scott. Just got it, mate. Cheers. I need to
don't
turn
know.
my doofer down.
Neil said, "Where's your curry, Todd?"
Somewhere.
Why aren't you eating? What's wrong with you?
Because I didn't really
Lovely, lovely.
want a curry.
What are you looking at?
I ate nachos and stuff earlier.
All right. Jim, your missus is hot. For sale. Got the right money.
$1.99.
I'm charging that much. Um,
That's so mean to you, Mum.
right, Dave C, when are the Thai carbon standards coming? About 2033.
Did you enjoy Morzine, Sonny? Our trip was cancelled due to COVID from George Cox.
What's COVID?
I don't know. Never heard
Yeah,
of
it was brilliant. Did consider staying out there for a couple of weeks more and going down to Italy. But apparently, Morzine was the COVID central of France. They had more cases there. I found out when we got back. There was lots of people going out there, though, and there was riding in Morzine. I won't say who they are. They know who they are. There was all riding in Morzine, Châtel, and Chamonix. But they was posting on their Instagram that they was in Switzerland.
Protein by any chance?
Huh?
Protein by any chance? I know you mean.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of other people were doing exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Good
Don't
on
blame them. Yeah.
Good on them.
If I could go there right now and ride my bike, I would.
Yeah.
Logan, Todd, should I come over and say hi? No, don't like me. Is it his nan's house? Logan's nan lives opposite us.
How's your Spain trip looking?
Don't know.
No one knows.
No idea. Yeah, we'll see about that.
Put it this way. If you had to wear a mask from here to when you got to the villa to ride your bike, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I hate wearing them.
I'd even wear
I
rubber gloves.
avoid wearing them by the bloody plague, but if that was at the other end, 100%.
Sonny, you should get a jump bike for Ashley Bright.
I've said that to him all along, mate. I've said it would really, really help us riding. And it would. Because you'd have to learn how to pump and be smooth.
I think I'd like a jump bike, but I think I'd probably just build up like a 650B Orange Crush or something. You know what I mean? With some short travel forks.
Oh,
A bit, Phil, when I get on a BMX or a jump bike, it feels bloody horrible to me. It feels dangerous after being on a 29er.
But a 650 would be just wouldn't be right on the
track.
You need little wheels.
That intense jump bike.
E-bike are you going to be riding? It's a Cannondale Habit.
Exactly the same as Todd's.
If
you've
same colour.
If you've seen any of the edits with Todd's e-bikes, exactly the same as that one.
Super blinged up. It's going to look really nice.
If anyone wants to see a proper trick jump bike, have a look. I shared it to my story earlier. It's so nice. It's got like MVs and everything.
I don't really see the point in really trick jump bikes because all they're for is jumping, and it's like no matter how trick they are, it doesn't really make much difference, does it? I suppose. But like you said, you only really want steel.
I like steel because it's smooth, but then an alley want to be lighter for other stuff, so it depends. That's why we've got a rhythm on the way, but we're keeping one of the sets so we can choose.
When you bringing in next jersey batch?
I don't know. I should do it really while I've got a bit of dollar in the bank because I have to actually pay out for that. Whereas all the rest of the merch is what do we call it? Drop shipping, so I don't have to touch it.
Designed by me. Someone asked about your t-shirt, asking if you've done it or you're gonna do it. They did it in a blog.
I did it last year.
Put it together.
Last year, it was the most amount of climbing I've ever done.
Oh, it's horrendous.
Most
amount of walking. And he lost his chip after the first stage.
I lost my chip on the first stage and rode like a complete lunatic. Smashed myself up a couple of times and still didn't get any time because I lost my chip. Looking forward to doing another one because then I'll be a grand vet and I'll definitely clean up because I smoked the last grand vet who won.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really slow.
A bit like you were eating.
Yeah, well, I'm reading, do I like Gannet? I don't like to eat on TV, but people watching me.
Mom, I don't know if you heard me earlier, because please maybe make me some toast, because I was a bit hungry.
Yeah, and I think Sonny and I'll go another gin and tonic, please, darling. Darling's what I say when I want something.
2.5 minutes.
Tell everyone about our new pet, Todd.
Oh yeah, today me and my mates were bored, so we just went out and didn't know where we were going to go. We were just walking around, and then we saw a hedgehog by the side of the road run into the road. So we went and cornered it into a hedge, and it went into a hedge. So we picked it up with one of our hoodies and took it home, and it's now in a box with a hot water bottle.
The reason being, it's not just like they've robbed it out of the wild. It was going to get run over
on the main road.
Yeah, and they should be hibernating now. So
Todd's used it for a comb.
I never cared where.
Scouts down. Watch them fingers, Jim. What does that mean? I don't get that.
Because you're eating like.
Oh yeah. Got you. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I do guzzle my food, but it's no time for it.
How many bikes have you got between you? Haha. Right. Are we counting frames as well?
Yeah, go on. If we count frames, no, let's say bikes and frames. Pin towers. 1, 2.
I've got 6.
3, 4. How many's in the other area, Todd? In the link room?
Thank you, Mother.
Wow. Come and say hello to people. Someone said you're hot before.
Because they've not seen me on the camera. Right.
You got an admirer on here.
Yeah.
Sound.
Yeah.
Next time you're playing up, Jim.
Stevie Wonder, I think, was he? How many bikes have we got in the teen loop?
Right. But we can't roll birdies as well. Mum.
No, our bikes.
But proper bikes.
Yeah.
Not about like shopping bikes, are we?
No.
Proper mountain bikes.
Jump bike. You've got a jump bike. E-bike. 2 e-bikes.
5, 6.
2 normal bikes.
We got 7 bikes, Todd. 7 bikes, and currently also 3 frames.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You got
5.
The fat slag in the back as well.
Yeah.
Not behind you.
That frame you can see in the back's like carbon, and it's broken, and it's from years ago, and it's
No
knackered.
money, no object.
When someone asks what bike we'd have, money, no object. I think e-bike would be. I don't know. Probably.
Do you know what I like?
I probably like a privateer. They're not even expensive. They're just beautiful.
Yeah. Money, no object. I'd have that Fantic e-bike
Would you?
with the downhill forks. It's got a Bros motor,
Yeah.
which has got 150 newton meters.
Has it?
Yeah, it's like completely silent, the motor. I've been reading up on it. Apparently, it's like, well, it's Italian, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like all Italian stuff, if it breaks, you'll never get it fixed.
Yeah. Anything else?
Jim Bodley, 2 or favourite bike you've ever owned?
Intense primer.
Probably the DMR ride the most, have the most fun on it, just having a laugh. Med bike.
It's a bit of a weird one because it's all stuff like that's all changed for me since having the e-bike and then deciding that my other bike was going to be a bike park bike. That is why I've gone back to Stanton because my Cannondale Habit I messed up really getting an extra large. It's too tall for me, so that is why I've gone back to Stanton. And also, if it's just downhill, the Stanton I think is pretty hard to beat. If you're smashing through stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are like the angles and everything. It's really good. Turn this a little bit. There we go.
To be honest, jump on holiday, when I had problems with mine, I jumped on an oil bike.
Didn't feel
Yeah.
twitchy.
Yeah, the only reason I was really like into it is because it just felt that gnarly and on the edge, whereas the Stanton just high ends out everything.
Yeah.
Most desired sponsor, Amazon. You can get anything on Amazon.
NASA.
For what can you get? You just get money. You can get money off Amazon. Then
No.
you never have to buy
What's
anything.
his name? Who does the e-cars?
Tesla.
Tesla. Imagine saying to him, right, unlimited budget, do us an e-bike. Wow, that'd be pretty awesome. No, in the industry.
What if you could have Purdy's though, like the Red Bull sponsor of Purdy's?
Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be nice. That'd be awesome actually to get a main big drink sponsor, but it not be
An actual nice
a
thing.
load of crap that's bad for you. Favorite rider, Sonny Baston. Yeah, why not?
A Christmas ride. Are we going to do a Christmas ride?
I'd
There have to be
like
groups of 6.
to.
Won't it?
Not
Very
they all
difficult,
paid
isn't it?
£1.
So,
it could be
all
You know what?
social-
Yeah, but it depends where you do it.
All social distancing required. So if you follow me, you'll be in the distance.
It's a hard one, this, because I thought about this thing, where if it's a sporting event, it's kind of okay no matter what. But that only works if it's not on forestry land, because the forestry have got to give you like permission to do it.
Yeah.
There's always 200 on Ocean Reef said everyone should drop a like. There's always 200. We only got 33 likes.
I'm sorry. Should we turn it off? We haven't got enough likes.
Yeah.
Turn
That's
it
a
off.
sixth of people have liked.
Yeah. Most people don't like us. That's it.
It's because you're riding an e-bike.
Jim, please get the famous Dave Gemby out riding with you again from Greg Jennings. We haven't heard anything from him in a while.
It's not loaded in the fact that.
No, he hasn't done much, has he?
There's
What are you doing?
There's not a lot happening with anybody. Is that
Mm.
sponsors, everything like that, with all this COVID thing that's going on this year. No racing, no nothing.
Yeah.
So
And races are weird, aren't they?
just write this year off, and next year will be a good one.
Yeah, Butley, bad boy. I agree with you, mate.
What?
Just said
Oh.
something about the
It's just-
special virus.
Yeah, it's blocked as you said a naughty swear. But we can see it.
Groups of 30 in Black Flag for exercise, but we're locked down, so you can't come. Oh, Neil.
That's
All
Neil.
right, mate.
I
Yeah,
can
you are.
come, but I just can't come to yours.
We're going to Dovey tomorrow where there isn't lockdown. So, and we're going to go and ride. If anyone saw that vlog I put up recently of the second day of Dovey, going into the campsite, we're going there and we're going to ride those tracks again, and they're going to be mental in the wet. You in for a bit of fun, Todd?
Yeah.
Todd's on his e-bike tomorrow just because we don't want to stress the knee out too much until it's better. Because we could go up like the first big long climb or the second big long climb, and then you've got to get him back to the van, which would just be tricky. So until we know he's better, any big rides and he's bringing the e-bike, I'd rather he didn't, but he's got it. Can you read something, Todd?
Sorry, guys at Milan, are you doing Pippingford? I don't know what Pippingford.
That'll be the next. That's the
I
next
thought that's
round.
Queen Elizabeth.
I don't know, but we'll do the next round probably. I should imagine you're going to come, Sonny.
What do you think of Crush Core?
I think if you got normal wheels, I think they're all right.
I forgot to mention it. in
You've
my
got some for
list.
sale on eBay.
Yeah. Check eBay.
Yeah.
Sellers. My seller name is Deefas Dad. DEEFASDAD. I've just banged a load of other stuff on there today, included a set of Cush cores because they're very, very difficult to fit.
And
Yeah.
they're very expensive to buy.
Yeah, they're very difficult to fit in MVs, and to be honest, I think they're very difficult to fit in anything. We are currently rocking the Rock Stop I've got one in my back wheel of the e-bike, and Todd's got one in his back wheel of his enduro bike. Dead easy, literally as easy to fit as if there wasn't anything in there. But the difference is they're pretty much for pinch flats. They're not for damping like a Cushcore is. The thing with a Cushcore, and the reason it's so expensive, is because it's made more for damping than. I mean, it works for pinch flats as well, but then I'm, I don't know. I'm not that convinced by it because it's so hard to fit and so hard to take you. It's like really difficult to unseat your tire once it's up as well when it's got that in. What do you think of nuke-proof megas, Sonny? Brilliant.
Right. So you asked Jim what his favourite bike of all time is. Mine is a nuke-proof Mega.
Yeah, and mine was
290.
Mine was close second, nuke-proof Mega, I'd say.
Yeah, the nuke-proof Mega. I would go for a 29er. I would say, off the shelf, for the price, complete bike, it's possibly the best bike on the market. For what it does.
Tubeless side won't inflate or deflate. How does that work? How do you know it won't deflate if you can't inflate it?
Ah, good one.
Because
Hold it straight.
the valve might be blocked up with
Yeah, maybe.
tyre sealant.
You ready?
Take the valve out.
More gin, yeah. Oh,
Put
yeah.
a small Allen key in. Make sure it's clear.
And if it won't inflate, what are you using to inflate it? Are you using an airline? Have you taken the core out? If you take the core out and blast it, the air will go in a lot quicker and puff the tyre out till it seats. There's loads of things that could cause it to not inflate. What's that one? Ashley Bright.
Cheers for the advice on tyre width last week. I've got a set of 2.6 Michelin Wild Enduro tyres with Hope wheels. Can't wait to hear the hub on the trail. Gone from a nearly silent hub to a bee's nest.
You can make them even louder.
How do you do that?
Strip all the grease out of them.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people were doing that a couple of years ago when noisy hubs.
You can do that with the Chris King as well.
What do you think of the Commensal Clash? Not a UK bike. Saw loads of them in Warzone. This is the Commensal Clash. Is like the 180 mil travel, big massive enduro bike.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a heavy bike.
Would you want to do a 40k loop on a bike like that?
But I wouldn't complain about going downhill on it.
Yeah, that's the problem that we're getting now. Is bikes are getting so big and gnarly that it's like you're sort of missing the point with an enduro bike that you're meant to be able to ride it for a long time, and that's why personally, if I was riding pedal powered, I'd be going back to short travel and lighter weight, because it does make, no matter how good the geometry is for climbing, it makes a massive difference the weight of a bike. When you're on an e-bike and you turn the power off, it's like, oh my god, it's horrible, isn't it?
It's horrible though for about 20 seconds, and then you just get used to it again.
Yeah.
I honestly think that there's not a bike anywhere that does everything.
No, there isn't. No, I totally agree.
You can be out of your comfort zone in whether you're climbing uphill and you're really feeling it, or going downhill, and it's really sketchy.
Yeah.
You won't find a bike that'll do everything. People are trying with steep seat angles, aren't they? And slack geometry and everything. But if you love your sport, buy more bikes.
I still think nobody's done along the lines of a kind of Stanton or even more aggressive like Geometron pole, but carbon and really lightweight, but that mad geometry. No one's done that yet, have they? I mean, Mondrake is probably the nearest thing, but they haven't got a long back end.
You find when you go to Taiwan, unless you go for these like Antidote or carbon bikes, your actual carbon bike is a generic mold, and they slightly change it.
Yeah.
And just stick a different name on it. So I think to make a carbon bike longer, to retain the strength, it'd probably be as heavy as a steel frame because the amount of carbon they've got to use. So
Joel,
snapping.
someone asked why Joel's not on, because originally Daniel was going to come on, and then because he was going to come with us tomorrow, and then he decided, no, I want to lie in tomorrow, so he's just gone in.
Yeah, and
And it's like last minute, oh, I want to lie in.
yeah, Joel just come on when Joel wants to come on. I didn't actually tell him about it tonight, but just want to have a minute. Come on another
No,
time.
it's just because we really don't like Joel.
Yeah.
Hate him.
What we need is a production model Grim Donut. Did you watch the second part of that Grim
Yeah.
Donut? I watched that.
I think
Pro road, it was like, yeah, it's amazing, it's so fast, but I definitely wouldn't want to ride it on normal trails that weren't gnarly.
I think what they've done, they've took a bit of geometron, a bit of pole,
Yeah,
a bit of something else, and just put it all together, which is good.
it's good if you're on gnarly steep stuff.
But that,
Yeah.
that
I mean,
head angle's scary. Like
Yeah.
when Jason Lucas did that hot to flat on it and slow mode it looked like it was about to snap.
I remember that Starling I had when they first brought the Murmur out, and I had it done in 60, I don't know what it was, 63 degree head angle, and it was 500 and something reach. It was like really extreme.
Yeah.
And we went to that race, didn't we? Down up north.
Down to where you ended up at the lake, or was that Grisdale, or the
Something
end
like
of
that. And
Grisdale?
it's got that trail centre bits in the race as well.
Yeah.
In the woods, it was ace, and then when I got onto the trail centre bit, it was like there was something wrong with it because it was like I couldn't get it around any of the turns. And the
Yeah,
trail centre.
that's all been proved. And I mean, like you got that guy, even that tall guy, what's his name? Alex Roberto, who riding them stupidly, massively long 550 reach,
The sick and all that,
62 degree at angle bikes.
Ashley has said Daniel has the best song taste for sure. That's because that song he put on his story was Logan on his phone. What do you think of Merida E160 10K FS Carbon e-bike? My mate just got one today.
Well, it'd be nice. It's got that new Shimano motor. I had, if you look back, I can't remember. If you put Pin TV Merida, you'll see.
The DMRX.
Yeah, DMRX actually. You'll see when I had one for a weekend, like I don't know, last year or the year before's model maybe. Really nice, but quite short. But I guess they've sorted that out now. But yeah, the Merida is nice, and I'm looking for an e-bike. That is they are one of the brands that I contacted. But yeah, had no joy. Merida are nice. You nearly got a Merida, didn't you?
Yeah, I got offered a good deal at 2 wheels only Tamworth. Do you like the Meridas? I prefer a Merida in Madeira
Than a Madeira and Merida.
Yeah.
Someone said, have you seen the Scott Ransom e-bike? I haven't seen it.
No.
I've seen it. Saw it 2 days ago.
Mark Hutchinson, Sonny, are you my real dad? Possibly, quite possibly.
Mum's asking people to like, saying there's 200 people on, but 55 likes.
Can we have some more likes, please? We've got
Now.
a quarter of. Hang on, no, not a quarter. Eighth and eighth.
No. It's a quarter then.
I have a Merida non-e-bike. I love it. Yeah, the Merida do that really nice switch color like yours, but even more of a switch color, like the purple to blue.
Yeah, their finish is really nice.
Yeah. Are they German Merida? I don't actually know.
They are, yeah. Well, to be fair, it's something I should know, but I don't know.
Opinions on specialised e-bikes? Yeah, they're like the most sold ones, aren't they? That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, there's a big return rate on the motors.
Yeah, and they're quite overpriced. They're definitely overpriced.
They're overpriced. The finishing kit, like your handlebars, your stem, and your bits and bobs on the Specialized, are really lame as far as I'm concerned. The seat posts are
It's
pretty
just a
crap.
massive corporate brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's, you know.
But you're buying into a brand where if it breaks, you sorted worldwide,
Mm.
aren't
Ian's looking lost.
I can smell how bad my breath.
Ian,
No, I can taste how bad
Ian,
my breath
come
smells
on up.
after that
he's going
breath.
to try and get up you.
Yeah, stuff off your
Ian,
sorry,
come here. Come on up. Yay. Good boy. There we go. What else you got, Todd? Do some reading.
Is the Stanton FS a good choice for a 3.5k budget? No, because I think the cheapest one's £4,000.
Yeah, there you go. That's answered that one for you.
What do you think of the Norco site VLTE e-bike?
I haven't seen it. No idea.
The only thing I would say about Norcos is they're very reasonably priced, but if you get one, take it apart and grease all the bearings, because otherwise they'll drop out.
Yeah.
You know, people with so many bearing
To be
problems on
honest,
the
I'd say that
Norcos.
with any bike, really.
Yeah,
Do you guys like Harry Main from Dan89?
who's asking that?
He's all right. I'll tell you something about Harry Main because I know people who know him. I don't know him. He's very different in real life than he is on his videos. And on his videos, he goes, "This is extreme. This is mental. Oh, watch this." But in real life, he's really quiet and quite subdued, and apparently very polite because he shares a sponsor with JTech, who are literally 300 yards from here, and a few other people I know who know him, Pagey. So yeah, apparently he's all right. He's done well out of it, hasn't he? How many subs do you reckon he's got now? Go on, get on it, Todd.
I'll do it on your phone Wednesday.
What do you think of the Privateer 161? Lovely. I love all the Privateer stuff. Privateer is a
one of
hookup
our
I would love.
mutual friends has ordered one for March, a 141 29er
Really?
906k.
as a
Wow.
all-rounder trail bike.
Wow. This is Aaron's ordered that after he's bought this Trek e-bike.
Yeah, as
Good luck.
long as
Good
his
luck with
missus isn't watching this,
that.
then he won't get into trouble. But he's just sold his enduro bike, hasn't he?
So by then he will have been on an e-bike for how long? And he thinks he's going to get back on
few
a trail
months.
bike. Yeah, we'll see that.
Oh, I was just about to mention that and then I forgot what I was going to say. What do you think of the new Pink Bike reality MTB TV show?
I saw Todd showed me the
It
trailer
looks
for it.
cringy.
It looks horrendous,
But
but it's
we
great.
did say it's good for the sport.
It's
and
good for the sport. It's good to see that.
getting more mainstream.
Yeah, that's going to go. You'll see that on proper telly, I guess. So,
No, it's on Pink Bike.
all right then.
But
Pointless then.
it means if it's getting more people into sport.
Yeah, but Pink Bike might try and get it onto mainstream telly. You don't
Yeah.
know, do you?
If it gets more people into sport, gets more money into sport, and that means there would be
Yeah,
better
if
better
you
bikes, 'cause they've
more,
got
yeah, exactly.
budget.
More people into sport, more development, more money, more development, better bikes in it. Basically.
Kelly's Theos F 2021 is the best looking bike ever, e-bike ever.
You know what?
Kelly's
Kelly's
Theos.
Never heard of
Kelly's thong.
it.
Never heard of him.
Seen Tommy C's new Trek. Yeah, that's
Sounds
right.
nice though.
I knew about Tommy C's Trek a bit ago, but I was sworn to secrecy. And guess who we're meeting tomorrow?
Honestly.
Tommy C. We are riding with him tomorrow at Dovey, so that should be good. Hopefully he'll turn up. I did offer it for him to come over here tonight actually and come on the show with us, but he said he was going to ask his missus, so we'll leave that one there.
Do you run carbon MV wheels? Yeah, on my
Sure do.
on my habit.
And my e-bike, and I've got some coming for my bike park bike, I'm going to call it now. Ian is a jug, by the way. Someone asked, I noticed someone, Darren, what does that say? Coral?
Koran.
Ian is a jug, which is a Jack Russell pug. We're doing well tonight. We're sort of floating around the 200 mark.
Borat
good.
2 trainer.
Eh?
Borat 2 trainer.
Someone just said it.
Now I just remembered it.
Have you seen that, Sonny?
I've seen the trailer
Oh
for it.
my
It looks
God,
wicked.
it looks amazing.
Yeah, I love Borat.
It's
Some,
ace.
it's like Marmite. You get a few snowflakes out there that
Yeah.
hate stuff like that. But yeah,
But this isn't a snowflake channel. The
yeah, I
snowflakes
love
can do
stuff
one.
like
That sounded
that.
Does it?
What do you think of the Giant Rain? Giant Rain has always been a good bike. I know somebody that's had one the past year. He loves it. Steve Pyle.
Mm-hmm.
He goes bloody well on it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Got that rides a lot at Antistiniog. So
No,
can't get much gnarlier than that in Wales.
Antistiniog's always mullers us that place. Hi Jim, been watching for a while. What's your opinion on Common Sal from, does that say Evercan? Brilliant bikes, and I know a few bike designers who I have asked, one of which is Leo, who owns Pole Bikes, and I remember asking him what bike he'd have if he didn't have a bike brand, and the first thing straight away he said Common Sal as well, and also there's somebody else as well, I can't remember, and yeah, they're meant to. I don't think I've ever ridden a Common Sal. Apparently they're brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah.
Someone said Giant are just plain boring. I can kind of agree with, like,
Yeah, as a brand,
yeah.
they're a bit.
You don't
Bit
see
dull.
you don't see a Giant.
Yeah, but the colours on them are really nice. Last year, 2020, I haven't seen a 2021. But what you're finding this year, and it started last year, instead of having like a big Giant or a big Specialized or a big Cannondale,
Everyone's going subtle.
everyone's settled it down
Yeah,
and making the bikes look a bit more bespoke. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And they look nicer.
Suddenly read some shizzle out.
Kelly's e-bike is the first robot-produced e-bike, and it looks futuristic.
Oh wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, we'll be having a look at that. Okay. Good choice for an alloy rear rim on my third RF Arc 30 now, and it's pretty.
Yeah, the Arc 30s
Nice
aren't
shape.
that good.
No,
No, they're like
that's
chewing gum.
Paul OB. You can't get that wrong with stands. I'd always say stands are brilliant, aren't they? Just reliable, robust, not too expensive.
Get them anywhere.
Easily replaceable. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find
That's an e-bike. Wow.
there's lots of rims out
What's
there.
it called? Kelly.
Try and keep your rims to a 30mm rim because they're actually
Right.
stiffer than the 35s.
Look at that Kelly e-bike. It's beautiful.
Very nice.
That's a look.
Oh, let me have a look at them.
Right. Crink. Chosen chair. Start again. Crink. Chosen hubs. Cheap as chips and just as good as hope. No joke. Chosen hubs. Never heard of them.
Who?
Chosen.
Someone whose name I can't read. Does it say MDMA at the end? It does, doesn't it?
Mr. AIM MDMA.
Stanton FS start at 3,250. Is there anything better in that price range?
That's like most bikes, that price range.
There's a
Most
lot at
decent
that price
bikes.
range. You know, the thing with Stanton is you get them if you want that bespoke steel British made. You know, that's what makes them different.
And you can have it any colour.
Yeah. But then you could also, for that sort of money, you could go like chain reaction and get. The thing is, it's what's available in it at the moment. That's the biggest problem. Nothing's
Then
available
Stanton-
for ages.
They're never available. They get made to you.
Yeah.
I did take one.
What's that?
It's not drugs.
Oh.
Mike Beaumont. I had a set of Alex rims with Chosen Pro build hubs. From what I understood on Google, there's something to do with what was rally bikes.
All right. Okay. Rally owns what's it called now?
I had a rally grifter.
Did you?
Yeah, when I was like,
I never had a
9.
grifter. I couldn't. I had some crappy BMX called a
My-
Maverick or
my
something.
brother had a striker.
Did
Yeah, a green one. I had a rally grifter. It was blue.
he? Has your brother still got loads of the retro?
The BMXs and stuff.
What's he got?
Oh, he's got PK Ripper. I think he's got a Skyway. Loads of stuff.
Is he?
Loads of stuff knocking about. All nice stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, same again. You get on them, and it's like they just don't feel right, do they? After
No.
riding these big bikes that we ride now, because you know our enduro bikes are the size of a
That's why I
a
don't,
motocross bike,
Yeah.
aren't they?
I don't like BMXs.
What is this one? Todd's getting his teeth out.
I
For the
don't like
boys.
BMXs.
Still in love with Laura.
So, hey,
What?
Dean, there's a Dean dude, he said like a few, I don't know how Joel's remembered that, he said something like he fancied Laura or something.
Who's Laura?
Joel's girlfriend.
Oh, what if it's your girlfriend?
Joel gets very touchy about people who come on to say his
We all
girlfriend.
love Laura.
Say his girlfriend's good looking. Doesn't like it.
Yeah, well,
It's better than if she's
the first girlfriend's always going to fail. That's where you learn, mate.
It's a lot better
She'll
than if
run-
they said she was ugly, Joel. So
she'll run
think of
off.
it that way.
She'll run off with somebody with a sports car and a hairy chest
Dean, we all love
and a
Laura.
medallion.
Oh,
Just say something now. No.
hardtail or full sus? That's you can't answer that question. It's
Depends on
if you
what-
had lots of money, it's both, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you were
Hardtail.
Rev.
How much of the are the MV wheels you use?
Oh,
So
mine are
we've got two
1,000.
different types.
Mine
so-
are the cheapest ones you can get.
Todd has the brand new Foundation AM30s, which are £1,800 for a set, and they have the Industry 9 hubs. Very different to the other MVs which I
Still got
run.
lifetime warranty though.
The ones I run have got the Chris King hubs, and I've got the rim strips and all the fancy everything. I've got the downhill. This is on my e-bike. I've got the downhill rim on the back and the 735 on the front, and they are £2,800. So really cheap. You know, literally like paper
Yeah,
paper round money.
I'll have a few pairs.
Yeah. But the big price of MV, whenever you speak to someone who's bought them, they've never paid that price, have they? They've always got them a lot cheaper. Full retail on really bling
And
stuff.
lifetime warranty. So,
Yeah, that's something with MV that people seem to forget, and also the Santa Cruz wheels. And
There's a wheel.
If you tot up,
yeah,
if you tot up the average price for a good wheel set, aluminium wheel set, you've got to spend north of £450
yeah,
for a really good one. So if you times that by 10
yeah.
sets of wheels, that's £4,500. You're going to get through more than 10 sets of wheels in a in
lifetime
10
variety.
years.
Yeah, and the MVs literally
in a
are
lifetime.
lifetime warranty. So
Yeah.
if you break them in 3 or 4 years' time, and that warranty is, you know, I've spoken to the top marketing geezer from MV, and it's literally, he said to me, if you shut your car door on your MV wheel, and you know, and you say, look, I shut my car door on it, or my boot, or my garage door, or whatever, you know, you're fixing it and you hit it with a bloody hammer by mistake, they will replace it. Now, you tell me a 400 quid set of wheels that will do that. It's just not going to happen. So if you times that, like Sonny says, over a number of years, then you've got to think, well, maybe it is worth the money. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
If you like, obviously, like, it's a lot of money, £2,800. But if you go for like Hope Enduro pod setup, I'm sure they'll be around about 2.2, wouldn't they?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Something like that. And your rim still lifetime warranty. It doesn't have to come as the complete package,
Yeah.
does it?
What I noticed with Todd's Industry 9 hubs, which is exactly the same
Yeah.
as the Hope, is What are you doing?
I take a picture every day, and then
Oh, okay.
after a year, I'm going to put them all together.
Which is the same as the Hope. Is you know when the Hope hub, when the cassette can pull the hub body
The whole
off,
lot comes off.
the Industry 9 does exactly the same.
Does
Because
it?
it happened when I was banging Todd's wheel to get the fluid all round.
Which is a bloody pain with
Yeah, it is.
because you have to remove the cassette off the
Yeah.
free hub body,
Mhm.
put the free hub body in, then push that
Yeah.
seal back in there. You can't just plonk it back on.
Scout Stan. Hi, MV. Will you take £1 a week, please?
So, more information on my bike, park bike. The suspension is JTEC Monday. So the forks that were on my Habit, which are at 150, which are coil Olins, are going to be put up to 160. The shock that was on it, which is a coil Olins, is going to be put back to from a 215 to a 230, thanks to Sonny letting me have the bits from his. And yeah, so that's it really, isn't it? The empty wheels. And apparently I had to have some special Chris King hub on the front because I sent some of the older wheels back then that were on your hardtail that were stands with King hubs, and they couldn't fit them, so they because I've actually bought
the offset.
Yeah, I've bought the foundation rims off MV at a special price, but yeah, so that's what it's having on it, and they've said these are the first set of foundation rims that are going to be built onto Chris King hubs.
So have you sold the Candale?
No.
I don't want to buy it.
It
Very
is.
cheap
Have
price.
a look. Have a look on eBay. Seller's name is Deefas Dad. DEEFASDAD, and it is there. It's locked up, so I can't be asked to take it down. And it's
Put it on your story.
shut up.
Summit.
It's got the Cannondale hollow aluminium cranks with chainring, and it's got a rock shock, air shock, and a headset, and it's going for what it's going for. So you could get a bargain. Have you ever rode Stiniog? Oh, have we?
Last time I went, you both had a big crash.
What was it called? Our last
Black powder.
our last ride
On
from
the hub.
there was called, if you put in Google, Pin TV, this track beat us up, I think it was called.
Yeah, I went down black powder on the hardtail, didn't I? Flat out and broke my leg. Well, broke my ankle.
And I had a huge over the bars, and it was horrible, very horrible.
It wasn't even
Do
on
you want
the
to
track.
top up, Sonny?
Yeah, it's because you had that chest mount on, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
okay.
right in your sternum
Yeah.
must have
And
winded
it
you really
wasn't on the
bad.
track. It was on the bit of like fire track down to the downhills.
We need to do the giveaway.
So yeah.
We are.
What spring rate do you run on the Stanton?
It's a lot smaller spring on the Stanton than it is the. I noticed that. I've got it in the house. It's like a 300 and something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas on the Cannondale, it was like a 470.
Yeah, I think from my own personal experience, if you go in coil on the rear, whatever your weight is coming up at versus pounds in spring, go up £50 because it'll make the bike more lively.
Yeah. Well, for an e-bike, was that question?
Another pint of gin.
Yes. So, Todd, if you could grab the stuff.
This is my customary TV.
So, I have a question. We actually, for once, thought about it. I'm going to show you what we got first. So, these are layout padded undershorts. So you got the arse bit in them. Don't worry, they're clean, hardly used. So they've got the thigh guides. Is that thigh? And a leg, not guides. What would you call them?
Are them Todds?
They're pads. No, they were mine, but they were always a bit small, so I didn't use them.
So 7 IDP gloves.
We've also got a fabric saddle here, brand new off one of the Dales. Hey?
How's that on?
No, it's not. That's your old kids one. That's
Junior chestnut.
loads of stickers and shit. A couple of those. What? Well, you put them in the same thing,
No,
is
I
it?
didn't. I meant to take them back.
Well, you're the moron.
They are Louis Trurino. What's that? What's that? name?
Levin Trueno.
That's-
Just broke my collarbone.
Just broke my collarbone, leg, arm, and wrist. Doc says it'll be a year before I touch a bike again.
Ignore him.
Tell him he's a liar,
Yeah.
and you'll be riding in a couple of weeks. Because that's what I say.
Nah, ignore the doctors. Just get yourself.
Ride when you feel you're ready.
Yeah, get yourself some therapy.
Yeah.
Get yourself, if you can afford it, go and have some laser treatment. And also, what else you do? Go and see a physio person, decent one. And you could be
Yeah.
back riding a lot quicker.
I was back riding with a broken leg after 2 days. I took my cast off. Didn't I remember?
Oh yeah.
But I was riding with one leg like that.
Right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So the question is,
What is the woman's first name who I got my knee treatment with?
yes, and Neil, you can't enter
You're
this
exempt from
because
this.
it's your missus.
Mary, Jen. Oh,
Michelle,
Alex
Duggan. Well done, Alex. Get in touch. You have won the competition.
remember, it's
That was
comes up
quick.
first on our screen.
It's
not
not
your
spelled
screen.
right. It's not spelled like hers. This the one, Ruben. Ruben's got it right. Nah, first one. It sounds the same, doesn't it?
So that's you anyway. Darren Ridley, what do you think of Renthal bars? You love them, don't you? I've used them, but you did snap a set in Spain.
I
didn't you?
snapped some aluminium downhill ones.
That is on. If you look at our last Spanish vlogs, you'll see it on race day.
No, it was the.
No, it wasn't race day, was it?
No, it was more like, shall we go out? I'm knackered
Yeah.
after riding, but yeah, it's the last day. We better go out, isn't it? And I end up.
What were you doing? 50? How many K was it? 57.
57 kilometers an hour with with a flat back tire.
Come on. Up.
Down the gnarliest track in right southern Spain, and it ended badly. I've still got. You can see how bent those fingers are. That's in this bit here.
They still hurt you.
I can't even bend them still. Look,
Jesus.
they're knackered. Broke my fingers and clicked them back in.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah.
I got it on video, didn't you?
You can hear it on the video if you want to have a.
Look at Ian when I pull his hair back. Look.
Pro Fozza. Have you seen the leaked nuke-proof Giga 180
Yeah.
enduro bike?
I saw it in the flesh in
Nothing to look at.
Chatel.
Shit all.
Yeah, I won't say. Can't really say who it was, can we?
No.
Very nice. There's a few of them out there, all on the same one. It's got the low slung shock, like everything else is going at the minute. Very nice.
It makes total sense, that low slung shock though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Because
does.
At the end of the day, the lower you get that centre of gravity, the better the bike will handle.
Yeah. I mean, nuke proof have always stuck to their guns and not fix what isn't broken,
Yeah.
and their bikes have always been good.
Spotted.
So this should be a really nice bike.
Nuke-proof new enduro bike finally has room for a bottle cage.
Oh, right, about time.
Yeah, one that isn't on the bottom gets all
Dog
Even
shit
the
on it.
dog
2020
shit all
Mega
over
doesn't
you.
have
End of
any
your
at all.
Hey?
The 2020 Mega doesn't have any at all.
What, any?
Bottle cage, not even on the bottom.
That's ridiculous.
Daniel's dad's one doesn't have any.
I am very pleased to say that I now have a bike that I can fit a bottle on,
Yeah.
and it's ice. Yeah.
You'll need that tomorrow, Dovey.
Yeah, I'll be using it.
I bought some stickers and stems from you. They were great. Thanks, guys. From
Stems.
Dean. You are welcome.
Are you doing anything special for Pin's birthday?
No. We had plans to do something, but just all gone to shit now, and it was a
When is it then?
forgotten.
Anything to look at?
Todd will find that out. Imagine if it's today.
Do something.
It is about now, isn't it? It's about this time.
Every birthday is worth celebrating. When you get to my age.
22nd of all, we missed it. It was like 2 months ago.
Ah. Okay.
So we
It's
haven't-
2 months ago. We missed it. Never mind.
What's that? 3? It's been 3 years old now. 4.
4, isn't it?
Find out. Oh yeah, it's a 26.
Who's Tommy C?
Tommy C. Tom
That's what we're
Caffrey.
eating tomorrow.
Oh.
He's gonna be a YouTuber.
He's a hell of a rider. Why is he commenting or someone talking
No,
about
actually,
it?
right.
Who's faster, Tommy C or Sonny?
Tommy C.
Me, if I can stay on.
Tommy C's like pro level rider. He was like keeping up with the Athertons down their track.
Was he?
What's tomorrow's video? It is going back to Dovey off-piste stuff at Chorus,
Oh,
and we've been. Oh, you mean what's been shown?
and then
Um,
what's going
Is
on?
that where we're going, Corris?
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow is can't remember. We got thingy, haven't we? Where we went to Forest of Dean is the next
Yeah.
one. Sorry, I'm boring you.
Yeah, you are.
And then I think it's your race one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
How do you see the direction of the channel going, lads? Nowhere. I'll stay here. Hopefully going like that. Going
I answered a lot of questions like this. Actually, I'm going to
Half
be.
machine.
It's going to be all over our media in maybe 4 days. I did a podcast for. I don't know if any of you have heard of it called.
on the 8th, I think.
Yeah, called MTB Tribe, and quite a decent podcast series. They've had like 180 podcasts, and yeah, I did an interview that was like an hour and 10 minutes long. Brilliant. So that's out in a few days, and keep an eye on our media. I'll be sharing it, and it's a lot of questions like that in it. Basically, I see it as Todd taking it over one day and giving GMBN a run for their money. Woo.
I was thinking about this because they're not shutting up about GCSEs at the moment because we've gone into year 10. And I was thinking about it, like what I want to do. And because for an apprenticeship, I could do pinned as an apprenticeship because I could do the merch and we could just do whatever orders come through and then just go right.
Yeah.
If I could turn back time and I was to do an apprenticeship, I'd just go up to Inners and do that thing, digging trails and riding your bike.
Yeah, the base camp.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get Todd on to.
Oh.
How old do you have to be? 17?
How-
16, but then
How brilliant is that?
The only trouble with 16 is you're
It's
going up
16
without having a driving
or
license.
17. But then it's far away and you got to sort your own accommodation.
And if you're there now, you can't see your family at Christmas.
What,
You got to stay in, COVID alert. And
Have they? In Elephant?
all like unis, they've got to stay.
No, because they're not. They're at their own accommodation. They just buy a house up there or rent when you go there.
Just ignore all that bollocks anyway.
Oh,
Ignore it.
Conor McGregor maybe come. What's he on?
Joel.
Joel.
Okay.
Okay, amazing.
Your vlogs and live shows are awesome. Keep it going as long as you can. Loving it from V Jones. Thank you very much. What dropper would you recommend? One up if you can get hold of one. I've been trying to buy one for 5 weeks now.
Darren Collar.
I reckon, because I destroy things pretty quick, that Vecnam dropper.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Never let me down. And I thought, with how long it was, it's 212 mil with the leverage, I thought it would have given up.
Yeah.
But
you still got that?
I've still got that, yeah.
Wow.
Jack BBK. Oh no, I was going to read the other one. Darren Coram or Coram. McGregor is a bum. I don't think you'd say that to his face.
Bondy, I'd pay to watch McGregor versus Sonny in the cage.
I wouldn't say it to his face because I'd have to get on my knees because he's only about 4.5 foot tall.
Tell him, Sonny, tell him about. We need a Sonny story. We haven't had a Sonny story tonight. When you were in your. How old were you when you used to go and fight the gypsies?
Oh, God. Like in our 20s.
Yeah, tell us about it.
No.
Why not?
You got the mic pointed
No,
at
it's all childish stuff.
God,
Now you put the wire in
I am now a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
that was fully facing the complete wrong way.
You look really pale with that light on your face now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just used to get into a few tumbles with a lot of people back in the day. We didn't have iPhones and we didn't have internet. We didn't have technology as such.
Yeah.
So we had to make our own fun. And if that was setting fire to things or, anything like that,
So be it.
So be it, yeah. I mean, that's all you do on Grand Theft Auto, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just do what everyone was doing 20 years ago.
Did Sonny like a scrapbook in the day?
Scrap
From
back in the day.
Oh, scrapbook, a scrap back in the day. Did you like a scrap back in the day?
Did you like
Yeah.
scrapbooks though?
I like scrapbooks too.
How many fights do you reckon you've had in your life?
What is that on there?
Yeah.
That's like asking me how many shits have I had. That's that question is I've had my fair share of injuries, cuts, broken cheekbones.
Let's talk
broken eye
about
sockets.
injuries from the back in the day.
Back in the day, to start, yeah, I've got a fair few. I've got I probably broke my nose over 20 times. I've had broken jaw about 4 or 5 times. I've had collapsed eye socket. I've had my ear bit off. I've been stabbed in the side of the head in my ear. That's just my head. I've had one tooth knocked out in the back. I've got my fair share of. I've had a lot of stitches in my head. I had a fight on a guy once and ended up running through his greenhouse with him.
I actually haven't heard that one.
Fight with a group of lads, and there was one on my back. I had one in each in a headlock, 3 of them, and I ran through Tandy shop window with them.
Tandy,
yeah, remember
I
Tandy?
remember Tandy. That was electrical shop, wasn't it?
Yeah, they wouldn't give up, so I took it to the next level and ran through the shop window. Luckily, I didn't get any cuts whatsoever. Yeah, it's loads. We'd be on here for another couple of hours if I was going from my chin down to my toes. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway.
nothing to be proud of, but a good experience.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
What is it they say? I'd rather live one day as a lion than the rest of my life as a sheep.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
Have you
Into
been?
this new Pimbo.
No, Pimbo. They've been in touch as well, and I've spoken to them. They're Pagey's mates, and they're literally round the corner from Pagey in sort of Warrington, and we can go whenever we want. And they said, "Come and make a video." So yeah. What's the worst thing you've done, Sonny? I don't think I know what the worst thing is he's done, and I'd have to tell you in private, Joel. Definitely not something we could have on here.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Grintsel any good? Yes, brilliant, isn't it? Really good fun.
Yeah, I like so.
Yeah.
We've done private videos from there, where you don't say where it is, but it's not the sort of place you can go to and sort of say, this is Grintsel, because it would really annoy people.
All I will say is, back in the day, my psychiatrist said, keep on riding your bike.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she said. She did say that my bike was a substitute for something else, but I won't say that on the camera. But she did say, keep on riding your bike because, and I think you'll find a lot of people my age or mid-40s upwards, from back in the day, got into a few things. The biking is their like Bible, and their haven, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Tom and Joe Vore. Is a DH bike still faster than an enduro bike on a DH track, or is geometry too similar? Yeah, it's faster, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Wait,
Bigger travel is faster on a gnarly trail.
And I have been in deep thought about actually getting a downhill bike.
And me?
Yeah, since the 29 of downhill bikes have come out, you've got 200 mil of travel, 29 of wheels and 200 mil of travel with triple clamp forks.
Amazing, wasn't it?
Bit like riding like
a sofa.
450F Yamaha. It's got to be better, and especially at our age.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought this with the Stanton, building the Stanton up the bike part. But the only thing that put me off is that the likes of me and you, say we go to Bike Park Wales, we still like to do reds and blues. And I reckon on a downhill bike, they'd be crap.
Yeah.
Because you've got too much suspension.
Actually, when Bike Park Wales first opened, we went up there with a group of lads from Shrewsbury, and there was Al Pugh and Sandy and a lot of other people from the trailhead. And there was a lad, Richie Lewis, not Richie, Lewis something or other from Newtown.
No, I don't know.
He come and he hired. We was all on enduro bikes, and the enduro bikes then aren't as good. This is like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
He hired a Trek, like the Atherton Trek.
Yeah.
The red and white one. And he
hated it. Bike.
He hated it on that bike, so it was so slow. So I think if I was in Spain doing all them Andy Weems' trails, I would really like to do them on a downhill bike.
I would. Yeah.
Mr. Aim MDMA, what's your must-have accessory on your bike? Well, yours is a motor. Mine's...
No, that's not an accessory. That's just part of the bike.
Feedlock. That's the only accessory you really
Must have, or most important.
Oh, chain tamer.
Yeah, chain tamer. I love the chain tamer. That is.
Or just the mud.
It looks pretty. Yes, actually, yeah. Take it back. RRP, my God. Just.
And that's not just because we're sponsored by.
But because I film.
It stops completely. GoPro. Well, not completely. Nothing's going to stop it completely, but it.
99% of the time, it stops any crap getting on the camera. That's the main thing.
You've got the two types of guards, haven't you? You've got the enduro specific, and then you've got the longer one,
Yeah.
which you use for filming. And especially this time of year, if you're planning on doing any GoProing or whatever, that's what I'd definitely put one on.
Todd looks bored AF. No, it's because I've been up since
Autofocus.
6:45.
Is the AF.
But
You talk, I'll go another way.
Yeah.
Kids,
I know.
7:15.
That's well early.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You need some Red Bull in it, blood.
Rather not. Is Rachel Atherton nice in person? Yes, alright. Vortex lads, tell my dad who's
Very
listening
nice.
to get a good full suspension and get rid of his rigid single speed because he is slow. I'll just stick with your single speed. Todd needs a haircut. Let's get Sonny to do it live. No. Rather not. I think Dad needs a haircut.
Yeah, I need a haircut.
What do I do for work? I'm a builder.
What
But if you need somebody paying a visit, just get in touch. No, not really.
He's a builder, I'm a landscaper.
Yeah, I'm a builder.
People think I don't work.
Well, he's a landscaper, but he spends most of his time in the greenhouse.
Those days are
drinking
over
cups
now.
of tea.
Those days are over.
And I know that because his phone. Well, I've been off Facebook for quite a bit now, but I know that when he's working, doing his landscaping, there's all these posts going up. So
Those days are over.
that's what he's doing
People
in
think that
his
we're
greenhouse with his cup of tea and frying his eggs on his camp stove. Because you do, don't you? You used to have
I
egg
used
sandwiches.
to. I don't
I
anymore.
mean, who has time to make an egg sandwich at work?
People think we're minted because we do YouTube. Like Daniel said, he told a lad in a lesson just because he was asking about me. He told him that I had a mansion and I had a quarter pipe and a half pipe in my bedroom, and he fully believed it and came up to me asking about my quarter pipe and half pipe, and then my cousin said, I was like, "Oh, you've been to Todd's house? How big is it? Because he's in YouTube."
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There's no money in YouTube, folks, unless you're like proper famous. Believe me.
Bye, Joel. Love you, bye.
Kai McNally, read that one out, Todd. I can't remember.
I rode on my dad's bike with the big RRP mud guards and found it works amazing, but I think they look terrible. My mate runs a rear RRP on the front and it works and looks way better, so I might do that.
Yeah, but they
Just
won't
get
offer
a
you
short
as
one.
much. The rear one won't offer you as much mud protection, and if you're going to do that, you might as well get the short front one, haven't you?
Yeah,
I think the
or
worst rear mud guard I've ever seen
it's the rear mud hugger.
is the rear mud hugger. Looks like you got a piece of guttering off a house hanging off the back of your bike.
Yeah.
But there's it's not a fine line for me. A lot of people don't want to get wet up their back and stuff, but I think I'd rather get covered in shit than have one of
Having
them
a bike
hanging off the
like
back of
that.
my bike.
Yeah. I know RRP have been asked by lots of people to make one, and he just doesn't want to do it because they look so horrendous.
No, and the I like my bikes without my guards, and I always have done. They look nice. I like to put my goggles on, and I like to get covered in crap. You know, even at a race, I like to get covered in crap. But the RRP mud guards are the best ones, and they work really well.
Yeah.
And if you don't like the look of it, one, you can get a bolt on. They look really nice. And two, if you still don't like the bolt on, you can get custom designs on the bolt on and upload pictures on them and everything.
That is correct. What are we on now? Hour and 30. I think that'll do, won't it? We're at our limit. I think I've always sort of said an hour.
You never told the dude who won it to email you.
Oh, didn't I?
No.
Whoever won it. Who was it?
We'll watch it back. Just email Dad, Jim at PinTV.
And if you're not still watching, we'll have to watch it back and let you know. Jim, at pintv.co.uk.
Or we might just message you on.
So thank you very much for watching the Booicore Live MTB Shed Show.
Use code PINNED10.
Yeah,
to get 10% off
capital
anything.
letters pinned
Cool.
and then 10. And thank you very much for watching. You can do it, Todd. You can be the little gopher.
Bye. Keep it pinned.